Can you talk about where you are quarterback-wise without him and how that maybe pushes some other people up the depth chart a little bit, maybe faster than I imagine you might have hoped with some of the younger kids?
Yeah, I would say my first response is it's still the same. Is it's an open competition. I think you guys would admit I've been pretty consistent with that since day one. Obviously guys that are returning starters, they have an advantage, but we're going to have open competitions every single year. Just because you're a returning starter doesn't guarantee that. You got to go out and earn it every single day. Obviously, we got 2 freshmen that came in at mid-semester, and those guys obviously are going to get more reps and more opportunities now. Just because obviously our situation now has changed, than it was in spring football. So we'll see how that whole thing plays out. But I think we've been pretty consistent that at every position it's going to be an open competition, and you need to do that again every single fall and every single spring and so on and so forth.
Where's your confidence level with Sean, for example?
Yeah, my confidence level is very high. I think that's one of the things that we've done a pretty good job of is recruiting guys and then developing guys and then also guys getting some opportunities. So we have a lot of confidence in Sean and what he's been able to do. In some ways, is a blessing in disguise because he was able to get work last year that probably would have been Tommy's work. Obviously, Levis now is thrust into a more significant situation, and instead of it being a 3-way quarterback battle with Levis, Sean, and Tommy, now it's a 3-way quarterback battle with one of the 2 freshmen. So we'll see how the whole thing plays out. But I think consistency is very important in a program and an organization and your messaging and how you do things, so people know what to expect. That's you guys. Most importantly, that's our players. That's all of it. So at the end of the day, I want what's best for everyone.
James, this is a big month for recruiting now with the way the calendar is, and you keep every day inch closer to that dead period. How would you evaluate where you guys are at this point in the cycle? And then what do you have to accomplish over the next couple of weeks here before that dead period starts? Yeah,
it's different. Obviously, there's more guys taking summer official visits, which I think has changed. It really has kind of changed the recruiting landscape. Usually this time of year would be pretty quiet. And now everybody's going on official visits and getting attention and getting love all over the country, and they want to be able to do those things. So it's changed. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. So I'm pleased with where we're at. I think really since the day we arrived, we've done a pretty good job in that area. There's going to be ups and downs, and there's going to be different storylines that pop up. But like always, we're just going to stay positive and work through it and grind through it, and continue to develop the players we have and continue to recruit to create as much competition on the roster as we possibly can.
James, what has Will Levis shown your staff through his first year on campus, and what does he gain last year as the scout team going against the first team guys every day of practice?
Yeah, really strong arm, great body, really good athleticism. He did a great job for us in camp, when we were recruiting him, and those things showed up really once he got on campus. That was something that we've been very, very impressed with. I think last year on the scout team at times he got frustrated because a lot of times the defensive coaches, they got a play drawn up and it's not how we would do it. They got a guy circled because that's where the guy typically throws it on film, and Will's saying, well, based on the coverage you're playing, I wouldn't throw it there, and that's always a battle. I've been dealing with that ever since I was a scout team quarterback. But he's a competitive guy. He's done extremely well in school, very smart. And I think our team has a lot of confidence in him. So it should be an interesting camp.
James, getting back to Sean's skill set compared to Tommy's, and what impact might the difference have on your offense?
Well, one of the things obviously that's been interesting, I'll speak specifically to Sean. Well, one of the things that I think has been interesting is when I have my end of the year meetings that I have with every player on the team, I ask the guys who are the hardest working guys on the team, and almost consistently it's Sean Clifford and it's Sutherland, almost consistently. So they have earned their respect kind of throughout the unit. I think Sean's one of those guys. He's so competitive and he's so driven. He came in here and you knew he could make plays with his mind, you knew he could make plays with his arm, but you didn't know how much of a threat he was going to be as a runner. But he's really improved in those areas. Winter workouts, you know, he would either win or be right there neck and neck with Trace. And he's continued on that kind of path. You know, I think if you look at his numbers right now, his testing numbers, they're as good as Trace's were in terms of his measurables, in terms of 40 and vertical jump and pro agility and all those types of things. They were not when he got here, but he has worked himself into a damn good athlete right now. So I think he's going to be able to do a lot of things that maybe, you know, surprise people at first.